Around a month back, I talked about Wave 1 of the JAKKS-specific Sonic the Hedgehog plushes. If you guys didn't see that video, I recommend you guys go check that one out first, and then come back later and check this video out. But if you did, you know that I was very positive about the plushes. I liked the new stylized approach that they took to them, they were made well, and Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Eggman were the perfect characters to set up this new wave of Sonic plushes. But before those even hit store shelves, we already knew what Wave 2 was going to hold. At San Diego Comic-Con of 2019, JAKKS-specific had a panel where they showed off a bunch of their new merchandise for different franchises, and of course that included Sonic. Not only showing off the merchandise that would be released that year, but also showing off some of the merchandise that would be released after that, including Wave 2 of the bendable figures and Wave 2 of the plushes. It was revealed that there would be a re-release of Sonic, as well as new releases of that Supersonic plush that we were wondering about, and the two most notable ones, Amy and, of course, Mighty the Armadillo. Mighty was without a doubt the most anticipated piece of merchandise that was announced at that panel. Aside from maybe the E102 Gamma disc, I think everybody had their eyes set on this plush in particular. It was just only a matter of time until people were able to get their hands on it. But as I stated in my previous video, it was extremely hard to get your hands on Wave 1. At least retail releases and not paying more than the average retail price. A lot of people who did get them had to buy them not from JAKKS-specific directly and pay more money. It was hard. There were some distribution issues, especially with the plushes and the booster spheres. But thankfully, I don't think that issue has come with Wave 2, as I was able to instantly find them at a local Target. Now that I have my hands on them, let's take a look at Wave 2 of the JAKKS-specific Sonic the Hedgehog plushes. Let's go. Here they are, and oh boy, do they look beautiful. Let's just give the box a quick overview real quick. At the bottom left, you have some classic Sonic artwork, pretty standard with all of the classic Sonic merch nowadays with the new style guide. The classic Sonic the Hedgehog logo with plush in multiple different languages underneath. The JAKKS-specific logo on the bottom right. New classic Sonic art, this classic Sonic the Hedgehog logo, and plush in multiple different languages underneath, and a reverse of that on the other side. And on the inside of the box, you have that same classic Sonic artwork that's on the front. The back and bottom is nothing special, just blue and copyright information. With that out of the way, let's take a look at the first plush, Sonic. I obviously know this plush is of the least interest because we've already gone over this guy before, so we're gonna make this one brief. He's the exact same. He's really identical. He has the same white stitching around his eyes, tiny little nose, and a simple black stitch smile. Same beautiful ears, 3 spikes off to the side, nothing on the back of his head, little pudgy body and arms, stitched with 5 fingers still. Back spikes look pretty good being properly stuffed, and those iconic shoes are looking just as iconic as ever. And with the tag that has his name on it, that is the Sonic plush, and it is still a really good plush. It is completely identical to the original. With the original wave going out of production, they obviously want to have a Sonic plush on the shelf, so it would be a little weird not having that there. I understand why they included him, it's still a good plush, but let's move on to the characters we all really care about. Starting with Supersonic. For the record, we haven't had a lot of classic Supersonic plushes in our time. For the time I've been alive, we've only had one classic Supersonic plush. For the entire history of Sonic, we've only had 2 until now with this. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into him. That sounded weird. His eyes are stitched with gold stitching. Only other character to have their same colored stitching is Knuckles, so this is pretty cool. He has a very similar nose to everybody else, but instead he's frowning, because he's serious and angry. All of his spikes are shown pointing up to emphasize that up spike thing, so that means that there are no spikes on the back of his head. It's flat like all the other plushes. He has a very same pudgy little body like Sonic, with those short arms, short legs. His back spikes are the same, they're not standing up or anything, and his shoes are pretty much the exact same as the normal Sonic plush. I once again love the coloring, the red is almost perfect on these guys. His tag is very much like all the other plushes, with the same classic Sonic artwork, this time just saying Supersonic, and with that is the Supersonic plush. I absolutely love this guy. I think he's adorable. I like the stylized look of him. Everything is made pretty well. This guy's been in production for a little bit. He was supposed to come out in Wave 1, but I'm glad he finally saw his release. I'm guessing they wanted to scale it back to 4 plushes a wave. But yeah, if you're in the market for a classic Supersonic plush and you don't want to spend too much money, I'd say this is the move right now. He's pretty easy to find. Up next, we got the worst Sonic character, Amy Rose. I'm sorry, that was mean. Amy looks really good. I think she fits very well in the stylized look. And it's also nice to get some more female representation. Her ears look very normal, just like all the other plushes. They're pretty standard. can see her headband is behind them as well. She has those little bangs very similar to Tails, but it's actually not the same exact thing. It's cut differently and it's also twisted. I really like it and it works very well with the pink that they decided to use. Eyes look pretty standard with the white stitching, unlike Supersonic and Knuckles. Pupils are stitched well with the red and white, along with the eyelashes. The mouth looks pretty good with the nose and the mouth. Both use black stitching and is pretty similar to Sonic actually. The head overall looks absolutely fantastic. Back is nothing special, it's just flat like all the others. Underneath her neck you have the white collar for her green t-shirt. It looks very good. It's not a sticker or anything like that. It's stitched separately. Arms are very similar to all the others, very short and pudgy. Hands are stitched at 5 fingers. And on the back you can see her single spike, which unlike Sonic is a single piece of felt. It's not actually filled or anything like that with stuffing. This standard brown skirt looks really good. It's more like a tablecloth than an actual skirt, but it still looks very good for the simple approach they took. You have her white underwear, okay, let's move on. I don't want to look at this anymore. You have her tail, okay, that's it, next. I love her shoes. They're probably the best shoes out of all the plushes that JAKKS has made. I love the ribbons and the gold. Seriously, I'm obsessed with these. The blue leather, just oh, the baby blue. It just gets me. It's so good. Bottom of the shoes are just standard white. The standard classic Sonic plush tag, just with Amy's name. As a whole, this Amy plush is really cool. Of course, if you don't like the stylized look, maybe this isn't for you, but I'm in love with the shoes. It's made very well. It's stitched very well. I love all the colors. I'd highly, highly recommend this plush. Possibly the best in the wave so far. I say so far because we have Mighty, baby! This is the one that you've all been waiting for, so let's go ahead and take a look at this dude. First, let's start off with the head. I love the ears and the way that they use the brown string around it. The eyes use white stitching around the borders, with the pupils using the standard black and white, with that little red triangle going down the middle, of course creating more of that signature Mighty look. The mouth is standard affair, with the same style of nose, but this time he has a frown, kind of similar to Supersonic in a way. If you don't notice, the rest of his face is black, which is pretty cool. Back of his head is his shell? Is that what you call it? Sorry, I don't know armadillo anatomy. But yeah, they didn't have to do too much with it. They just had to have it shaped right, which it is, and color it red. His stomach is just a normal peach circle with a black body. He also has those same standard pudgy little arms and normal white gloves. His shoes are great, having that white little oval over the top, with his socks on the top, and the bottom of his shoes are also gray. The standard classic Sonic plush tag with the name Mighty underneath it. Awesome. Overall, Mighty is the best plush in this wave for the sole reason that it exists. It's actually made the best. It has the least errors. It looks fantastic. I love that it exists, and I would love to see more merch like this in the future. More stuff like this, JAKKS and Sega. And there you have it. That is Wave 2 with the JAKKS-specific Sonic the Hedgehog plushes. These guys are amazing. Wave 1 was a very good stepping stone, and these deliver in a completely different way, being more complex, colorful, and also looking vastly superior. I'd say the best plush in this wave is the Mighty plush. The fact that Mighty's in this wave, we had more female representation, as well as another classic Supersonic plush, makes this one of the best Sonic plush waves we've had in a while. I highly recommend you guys pick these up. These just recently hit store shelves. They are $9.99 each, and I want to know what you think in the comments section down below. Let me know. Make sure to follow our Twitter and Instagram. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Subscribe if you aren't already, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Wah! Just to keep me out of trouble.